Hello everyone. In this biology session, we are going to study plant tissue. In the body of plant, there are some tissues which perform the function of transportation of water and transportation of food. And there are some tissues which helps in the growth of that plant body. So according to the function and their location, there are main two types of plant tissue. First one is meristematic tissue and second one is permanent tissue. So let us start with the meristematic tissues. So meristematic tissues are present at the growing tip of plant body. Because in the plant body there are some points, from that points the growth of plant occurs. So the cells which are present or the cells which form the meristematic tissue, these cells contains thick cytoplasm, nucleus, and the cell wall of this cell is thin and all the cells are compactly packed together. The vacuole is usually absent in these cells and these cells are highly active because they perform the main function, that is growth in the plant. So there are three types of meristematic tissue depending on their location and their function. So first one is apical meristem, then intercalary meristem, and third one is lateral meristem. So in the first type of meristematic tissue, these tissues are present at the tip of the root and stem. These tissues are present at the tip, means here, tip of the root and tip of the stem. The growth of stem takes place in upward direction toward the sunlight, and growth of root takes place toward the source of water and gravitational force in downward direction. So at the tip of root as well as at the tip of stem, these apical meristematic tissues are present. And then what is the function of this apical meristem? The function of apical meristem is it increases the length of the root and stem. It increases the length of root and stem. This is the first type of meristematic tissue. The next one is intercalary meristem, and this type of tissues are present at the base of petiole of leaves and of branches. Means from the intercalary tissues there is a formation of branches and formation of leaves. So growth of branches and formation of leaves and flowers is the function of intercalary meristem. These are present at these points between if we take the example of sugarcane, then in the plant of sugarcane, at the place of nodes, these intercalary tissues are present. So they help in the formation of leaves as well as formation of flowers and growth of branches. So this is the second type of meristematic tissue. Then third one is lateral meristem, which is present at the lateral sides of root and stem. This side of lateral sides of this plant body, these tissues are present, and it helps in the increasing diameter or girth of that root and stem. We observe that when the plant is in the growing stage, when it becomes the tree, the girth of that stem and root becomes more, or it increases in the diameter. So this lateral meristem helps in the increasing girth of that root and stem. So these are the three types of meristematic tissue. So next type of plant tissue is permanent tissue. So in the permanent tissue there are again two types, simple permanent tissue and complex परमानेंट टिश्यू. तो ये जो चार्ट है ये सिंपल परमानेंट टिश्यू का चार्ट है, और आगे हम देखने वाले हैं कॉम्प्लेक्स परमानेंट टिश्यूज भी. So what is the difference, main difference between meristematic tissue and permanent tissue? So meristematic tissues are present at the growing points of the plant, and permanent tissues are formed when the cell division of meristematic tissues, or the cells which are formed by the division of the meristematic tissue, they lose their ability to divide and they start to perform the specific function at the specific place. So permanent tissues take a permanent shape, then the specific structure, then location, and they perform the specific function. So these tissues are also called as differentiation of permanent tissues, which are formed from the specific which are formed from these differentiated cells. So permanent tissues are formed from the meristematic tissues when the meristematic tissues stop to perform their function, and these cells get converted into specific structure, specific shape, and they acquire a specific place in the plant body. So these are called as permanent tissues. So there are two types of permanent tissues: simple permanent tissues and complex permanent tissues. So in the simple permanent tissues, there are same or only one type of cells are present, but in the complex permanent tissue, there are different cells are present in that tissue. So the simple permanent tissues are again three types: parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. There are three types of simple permanent tissues. First one is parenchyma, then collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. So यहाँ पे फिगर स्ट्रक्चर, लोकेशन, फंक्शन दिया है इन सारे टिश्यूज का. सो इन द parenchyma tissue, the cells are living cells with thin cell wall and intercellular spaces are present in these cells. Intercellular spaces means the space or cavity which is present in the inside the cell structure. This is called as intercellular spaces. So all these cells of parenchyma are living cells and their cell wall is thin and intercellular spaces are present. In case of collenchyma, these cells are elongated. These cells are also living cells, but cell wall is thickened at the corners because of presence or because of deposition of cellulose and pectin. And last one, sclerenchyma. These tissues consist of dead and fibrous cells with tapering end, and cell wall consists of or cell wall contains lignin molecules. In case of collenchyma, there are formation or cellulose. There is a formation of cellulose and pectin in the cell wall, but in case of sclerenchyma, the cell wall is made up of lignin molecule, and these cells are dead cells. Then the location of parenchyma is, it is present in the all parts like root, stem, leaves, flowers and seeds. But collenchyma tissues are present at the base of leaf, petiole, branches and stem. The sclerenchyma tissues are present in the stem, veins of leaves and the hard coats of seeds. They form the outer covering of coconut shell. So sclerenchyma tissues are consist of dead cells. Because of that, they are present in the coverings of nuts or in the covering of coconut. This is the location of these tissues. Then what is the function of parenchyma? The function of parenchyma tissue is, it gives support, it stores food and filling vacant spaces. Then the function of collenchyma is it supports and gives flexibility to various parts. And the function of sclerenchyma is it provides strength and rigidity to the plant parts. रिजिडिटी एंड स्ट्रेंथन जो है वो प्रोवाइड करता है स्क्लेरेनकाइमा. तो इसका जो टफनेस है ये बिकॉज ऑफ प्रेजेंस ऑफ डेड सेल्स, ये स्क्लेरेनकाइमा टिश्यूज़ का फंक्शन है कि ये स्ट्रेंथ एंड रिजिडिटी प्रोवाइड करता है प्लांट के पार्ट्स को. ऐसे कोलेनकाइमा इट गिव्स सपोर्ट एंड फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी टू वेरियस पार्ट्स. वी कैन बेंड द वेरियस पार्ट्स ऑफ अ प्लांट विदाउट ब्रेकिंग देम. And function of parenchyma is it gives support, it store food and it fills vacant spaces also. Then there are two subtypes of parenchyma, which are chlorenchyma and erenchyma. So chlorenchyma, presence of chlorophyll means it is present in the part of leaf and it helps in the process of photosynthesis. And erenchyma means the tissue or the cells which are present in this tissue which helps to float the leaves and the stem above the surface of the water, because the plants which are present in the water or the aquatic plants, they need to float on the surface of that water body. So for example, in case of lotus, the flower and the leaves of that plant, they float on the surface of water. So the capacity or ability to float on the surface of that water body, it is provided by the erenchyma. So these are the two types of parenchyma. So all these simple permanent tissues consist of only one type of cells. Means in case of parenchyma, only one type of cells are present. In case of collenchyma tissue, there are also one type of cells are present in these tissues, and also in the sclerenchyma, there are also only one type of cells are present in these tissues. So next one is the complex permanent tissue, in which more than one type of cells are present in these tissues. So in the complex permanent tissue, there are two types of tissues. First one is xylem tissue and next one is phloem tissue. So already we have discussed these tissues in earlier or previous classes. So let us start with the characteristics of these tissues. So characteristic of xylem tissue is it consists of thick walled dead cells. And the phloem tissues consist of cytoplasm containing living cells. In the case of phloem tissues, the cells are living cells and they contain cytoplasm. Then what are the different types of cells present in these tissues? So in case of xylem tissue, there are 4 different types of cells are present. First one is tracheids, then vessels, xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma. From these 4 types of cells, 3 types of cells are dead cells and only one type of cell is living cell. That is, xylem parenchyma is living cell and other 3 types of cells are dead cells. But in case of phloem tissues, sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, these are the living cells and only one type of cell is a dead cell, that is phloem fibers. So this is the main difference. Xylem parenchyma consists of only one living cell, but phloem consists of 3 living cell and only one dead cell. Then what is the function of xylem tissue? So xylem tissues forms the structure like interconnected tubes and it conducts water and minerals only in upward direction. Means it absorbs water from the root and it provides water to all plant parts only in upward direction. Means absorption of water and minerals or transportation of water and minerals, it is the function of a xylem tissue. And in case of phloem tissues, these tubes join each other and conduct sugar and amino acids from leaves to various parts of plant body in upward as well as in downward direction. So these are the complex permanent tissues. So in today's class we have discussed meristematic tissue. In the meristematic tissue, we have discussed three types of meristematic tissue: apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and lateral meristem. And the main function of meristematic tissue is it helps in growth of that plant body. Then in the permanent tissue, there are two types of permanent tissues. First one is simple and next one is complex permanent tissue. In the type of simple permanent tissue, there are three types: parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. And in the parenchyma, there are two subtypes: chlorenchyma and arenchyma. And in case of complex permanent tissue, there are two types of tissues: xylem tissues and phloem tissues. So all this part we have studied in this class. So in the next class, we are going to start the new part of this lesson, that is biotechnology. So today's homework is explain the plant tissues in detail with their structure, function, location, and diagrams.